Alright guys, today I'm going to be filming a full day of eating. This has been like massively requested, so going to do that today. So basically right now I am currently trying to bulk up to 198. I have my next meet on November 11th. I'm currently weighing around 192 pounds in the morning. I woke up today at like 191.6. I use so people will ask me like what sort of tracking app do I use for my nutrition, and I use an app called Macro Factor. I'm actually an affiliate with it, so if you use it, call it Adam or Peeler, sorry, at checkout. When you get it, you're going to get like a 2-week free trial with it, but it's really awesome because it really has a pretty accurate gauge of like your energy expenditure, as long as you know you're tracking your steps and your physical activity is pretty similar day to day. And then basically I log my weight in it, and it's really helpful because it has like an actual trend weight that actually puts my true weight in there instead of like, you know, what my fluctuations in like weight are, because I can wake up between 190 to like 194 depending on like what I've ate or how much sleep I've had or how much salt or water, etc. And I could be anywhere within that range, but basically Macro Factor sort of tells me what my true weight is. So the goal right now is to gain about 2 pounds a month going into the meet. So I am currently, so I woke up at 9:30. It's 10 a.m. right now. I'm just getting outside right now, just getting some sun exposure because it's really important for overall health and just feeling good. So doing that, I typically don't eat until about 2 or 3 hours after I wake up, is because I'm not hungry. I usually have, I did have a Ghost energy drink. I had the Bubblicious flavor. I guess I'll show that when I get back. But yeah, guys, will just show you my my full day of eating. Sort of why I choose certain foods at different times. Yeah, currently eating 4,500 calories a day right now. So yeah, I'll show you guys what I do. Okay, so I'm just at the store right now, but meal number one is gonna be like a little bit of a snack. It's gonna be 2 of these Built Bars. There's about, I think like 160 calories per, so it's like, I don't know, like 350, 400-ish calories. The macros on it are 2.5 fat, 18 carb, and 70 protein. So about 350, 400 calories. That's just meal one, just a small snack, 2 Built Bars. This is going to be my pre-workout meal. So I have my first meal at like 12:30. It's 3:30 right now. And basically I'm going to have one of these packets of egg white wraps, 2 of these things of strawberries, 21, yes, I said 21 rice cakes. I put like some Walden Farms like calorie-free syrup on it, and like this for like energy drink. I'm also going to put on about just a little bit of peanut butter. On top of that, about 16 grams of that. My pre-workout meal. So not supposed to be on the screen, but yeah, that's my meal 2 pre-training. The reason why I combine my fruit with rice cakes is because basically you have fructose and glucose in your pre-workout meal. They actually are 2 enzymes that get upregulated and utilized, GLUT4 and GLUT5. Basically, you can store more glycogen and uptake more carbohydrate per hour. Basically, pre-workout meals, you want to have low fats, moderate protein, and higher, carbohydrate, higher digestive carbs. Oh, I'm also gonna throw in just like 1 Rice Krispie treat with this too. Just so you guys know, like I am so busy with my business that also like gym's like 3 minutes away. Like I'm literally like eating the way on the way to the car, to the gym. Holy crap, my brain's not working. Yeah, it's just kind of just the reality of life. Like my days are basically just go. I don't get a chance to sit down until about 12 hours into my day. So it is what it is. I love what I do, but it's just the reality of running a little business. I'm moving into a new apartment on September 2nd, so I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be like an evening drive, so I can actually like chill and like go to like eating my way to the gym to maximize time. So insecure. So insecure.
sense of confidence. I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take.
I felt this way before, so insecure. So
Come Massacre remix. One thing, I don't know how. It doesn't even matter when you look at it now. Cause I'm just wrong, I was scared of it all. Scared to fall, hadn't even tried to crawl, but I was forced to run. With you mocking me, stopping me, backstabbing me constantly.
Okay, so this is going to be my post-workout meal. So I have basically like 4 mini bags of Smart popcorn. This is actually only 400 calories, but I love popcorn because it's super high fiber. Has a lot of salt in it. That's really important after a workout to replenish electrolytes. And I have 6 ounces of chicken right here with 2 servings of G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce, which basically like I think it's 2 carbs per serving. Then over here I have 200 grams of potatoes. I was putting in the air fryer. This stuff to get done, so I'm gonna put them back in. I want to show you guys that. This is all to the food scale that I use. But then I have some more rice cakes with 24 grams of peanut butter, and then a Carmaster yogurt. This is pretty good macros. That is the post-workout meal. So basically my goal here is get sodium in, get hydration in, which by the way I'm going to have another, like I basically have my hydration through gallons of water. I basically have around like 1.5 gallons of water per day, about that. Just it's really hot here in Utah. Like it's about 1.5 in the winter, and it gets closer to 2 in the summer. But yeah, good session today. I'm really tired, have some work to do, but it's been a good day. All right, so this is going to be my second last meal, which I'm not going to film. I'm just going to tell you what it's going to be. It's late, I'm tired, I want to go to bed. But this is going to be basically, I have 1 package of spinach. Basically every single day I have like a non-negotiable bag of spinach to get my vegetables in, a little bit more fruit, a little bit of cream cheese too, and then a cheese wedge. Basically I'll use it with my potatoes. This is 550 grams of russet potatoes with 2 whole eggs. I have some G. Hughes barbecue sauce, as well as sugar-free Thai chili sauce by G. Hughes too, super low calorie. I have an egg white wrap. I'd like to have more of those. 2 more mini rice biscuits, a little bit of cereal, which I will put into my. So I have a Ninja Creamy right here. Had this for like the past 3 years. I have a new one coming in because sometimes like the blade like has a hard time like being in. Basically, I have this in here. It's freezing. It has like a respin function. I'll put in. This is like basically 1 serving of this Carmaster vanilla milk with 1 serve, or like half a serving, or 3/4 of a serving of sweet vanilla almond milk. And then I have a serving of this white chocolate sugar-free pudding mix, a couple packets of sweet sweetener, some of this vanilla seed drops in there, and then half a scoop of this cookies and cream pea science whey protein, not sponsored, just my favorite type. And then a little bit of the thing I'm in just for texture. And then for my last meal of the day, I'm going to have 1 of these Anna bars. So that is the full day of eating. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to go have like a more of a longer segment, sort of explaining some things about my diet, like I guess to take from out of this, but the end of the day macros will be on the screen in the next segment. Forgot, I also made like a little bit of a protein mug cake. This is a scoop of whey protein with a serving of flour, 3 servings of cocoa, 1 serving of pumpkin puree, 3 packets of sweetener, and then same with the drops. And I also will put in like some PB2 on top of that. It's also the strawberries and cream cheese go in this. So yeah. Right, guys, so you guys just saw my full day eating on this the next day. I want to give you guys a few main takeaways about my diet. So first and foremost, this is basically what I eat every single day. I don't have much variation in my diet, in all honesty. I might have like, maybe like a different flavor, like protein bar, maybe like a different sauce or whatever. But like this is essentially what every single day looks like for me, more or less. The only real difference is, if I'm bulking or if I'm maintaining or if I'm cutting, is essentially like how much servings of starch am I having. So like, for example, I'm trying to gain weight right now. If I was trying to maintain, I probably wouldn't eat that meal 5, that protein bar. That probably would just cut off at meal 4. If I was cutting, I probably would have like less rice cakes, and would probably have more vegetables, non-starchy carbohydrate, more fruits, etc. And the reason why like I'm saying that is because I think that we need to understand that there's not much of a difference between like a surplus and like maintenance and like a deficit in terms of like foods that you're going to be like eating, in my opinion, or there shouldn't be. The main difference is going to be in just amounts of those foods, because your diet should be something that is sustainable, something that you enjoy, and that does not like really difficult for you to stick to in the long run. If you're kind of sitting down on your diet and be like, I hate this is really like unsustainable, then that's not a diet that you should do. Essentially, you want to think long term with it, any sort of diet that we're doing, any sort of solution with that. That's going to basically result in the biggest return on investment for that. So, what else was I going to say about that? Lots of people might say, holy crap, how do you eat so much food and still stay lean? So I want to make it very clear that I didn't always have this, I couldn't always eat this much. When I started out at like 135 pounds, I was eating like 2,500 calories a day to like bulk. I was maintaining on like 2,300 calories. And as I've just slowly gained weight, as I've gotten stronger in the gym, also, my step count is higher than most people's. My total daily energy expenditure has just gone up as a result of getting more muscular, getting stronger, etc. And we have actually some data right now. Like one study by Greg Knuckles looked at the research on this, and it was a recent article. I'll probably link down below. But basically, it says like basal metabolic rates can like differ between up to like 1,000 calories between people, and like, I'm not that insane compared to like some of my clients. Like one of my clients, Liam, he's like, he's a kid. He only gets about 8,000 steps a day, and he eats 4,300 calories, the same amount of food as I do. And I get like 25,000 steps a day and do cardio, and much stronger than he is. And my other client, Hanson, gets 20,000 steps a day, weighs 205 pounds, and doesn't do any cardio, but he trains 5 days a week, and he eats 5,500 calories a day. It's just mostly determined by genetics, your basal metabolic rate, but there's a few things that you can do to increase your metabolism. I have a video on this. Increase your physical activity, get stronger, gain more muscle, do cardio, etc. But really, the reality is that you just have to work with like your own metabolism. And the good news about this though is that total daily energy expenditure is not predictive of like body composition. The main difference with like higher calorie intake need is that you have more dietary flexibility and or options with your diet. Last note: this is just my diet. I try to copy it. You will not see the same results as me. You'll not be as big and strong as me. This is a diet that works for myself. I choose a lot of higher volume foods. You saw plenty of fruits. You saw a big ass salad. You saw most of my diet is minimally processed foods. I keep fats lower because as a performance athlete, we want to basically have more carbohydrate relative to fat because there's a few main reasons. So number one is going to be the main fuel source or substrate for anaerobic metabolism activities. So that's going to be like short bursts, like weight training is going to be glucose. And it's because I lift with a lot of training volume. I train every single day, which is it's possible to do that using to distribute your total weekly volume. I train every day for the past two years. You're going to benefit a lot more from performance in that standpoint because, again, anaerobic metabolism is performed. It's basically the main substrate is glucose during that sort of physical activity. The second point is that I have observed, and there is pretty good research to back this up, is that diets that are a little bit lower in fat tend to result in a little bit less body fat gain with a similar surplus than with dietary fats. They're being higher, just due to the fact that carbohydrates are harder to turn into body fat than fat is. Fat is just fat. You can just store triglyceride pretty easily. What else? Yeah, so hopefully you guys got some good takeaways here. Again, this is kind of like what I eat every single day. Doesn't really change. I like what I eat. I'm not afraid about including some artificial sweeteners. Like I do include like some of like this like Walnut Farms like calorie-free syrup. I'll put that on like my rice cakes or whatever, and like, but yeah, those, if you're worried about artificial sweeteners, like you're worried about the wrong things. Worried about being, getting physical activity in regularly. Worried about controlling your diet, worry about getting fruits and vegetables, getting enough sleep, etc. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. You guys liked the video. Probably not gonna do like another one of these for a while. I just don't like filming them. Like it's a lot of work, and my diet doesn't really change. So you guys will be seeing like the same thing. So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you guys are interested in coaching programs, links down below. All right, guys, and then the next one.